Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to twitch.tv/ice-cream-uploads. And says graphics card. I heard. I was watching a tweet. The fuck did that come through the fucking PC? It was a PC specialist tweet, a meme tweet. Anyway, good morning. Welcome into twitch.tv/ice-cream-uploads. How are we all doing? It's actually the morning. We've gone live for a morning podcast in the morning. I know. What is this? Yeah, if you were around on Friday, it was about 12:30-ish. 12:15-ish when we went live, but that's why we have the ish emote. We want to get good use out of it, and that was a definitive ish right there. So how are we all doing? Welcome in. If you don't know who we are, my name is Graham Day. Hey, how are you? And I'm joined by this guy here. Forgot my hand was in the wrong place. Nice. He's the man that we call Bib. Anyway, we Ice Cream Uploads, and in true Ice Creamy fashion, this is The Scoop, the UK's #1 video game podcast, even if we do say so ourselves. We are here to give you our thoughts and our impressions on the biggest, the best, and the breaking stories from the world of video games. We want your thoughts and impressions on our thoughts and impressions. If you're in the chat, please feel free to get involved. We do go live on Twitch each and every single weekday at 10 a.m. Ish. We have an ish emote. We work in the video games industry as Jelly Media, but we stream as well as Ice Cream Uploads. Jelly and ice cream, that's kind of what it is. Anyway, we do go live at 10 a.m. ish because the work stuff comes first naturally. But if you are in the stream, please do get involved because we turn the live stream into a podcast, a video that goes on YouTube, and an audio podcast that goes on iTunes and Spotify and SoundCloud and Google Play. Loads of places where people can watch and listen on demand, but they don't get to get involved in the conversation live. So hopefully you guys here can do that on behalf of them. Nice. Before we jump into the news, a little bit of a reminder, ! Loot drop. You have 1 week to get involved in the loot drop. If you don't know what that is, just type ! Loot drop, but not right now because chatbot is dead. That blah 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 noise is me opening up again. It's okay. Adds with the loot droop. That will work as well in a second. But yeah, ! Loot drop. That will give you the information on the loot drop. That's how we give back to our subscribers each and every single month. All subscribers can be entered into a giveaway. One person will get a prize. Last month, Step Bro, aka Aratrax on Twitch, bagged himself a copy of Ratchet and Clank for the PS5. Nice. This month, you can get one of these. That's the Ice Cream Uploads esports jersey. And unless you'd prefer an Ice Cream Uploads t-shirt or a baseball cap or a mug, you can choose one item of your choice from the Ice Cream Uploads Gamers Apparel merch store. So ! Merch to get a link through to the store. And then, yeah, nice. There you go. Job's good. ! Loot drop. Yes, Step Bro, I'm here, says Asim in the chat. We know it's not you. But yeah,
keep trying.
God loves it. I mean, one day he will win it outright anyway, and then Step Bro could just disappear off into the distance. But today is not that day. Next Monday though, could be. As mentioned, one item of your choice from the Gamers Apparel Ice Cream Uploads merch store. ! Merch to get the link through to the merch store if you want to check that out. But most people choose this just here. That is the Ice Cream Uploads esports jersey. It's beautiful. As well as that ! Insert coin. Not Wednesday coming, but Wednesday after. Myself and Bib will be back over on official Insert Coin on Twitch. We still got to figure out what we're going to play. Last time we were on there, we played PUBG. We were hoping to have played. I always say the wrong one. Is it Takes Two, or it is that in it? It Takes Two, not just the two of us. Just the two of it. No, it's definitely It Takes Two. So yeah, we were over on Insert Coin playing A Way Out for our first 2 episodes. Then we switched it up and went to PUBG for the last one. We're not quite sure for this one, so we'll see. We'll see there. A week on Wednesday, we were back over on Insert Coin. ! Insert Coin to find out a little bit of how you can get yourself 20% off all Insert Coin purchases because we are part of the Coin Army and they give us a discount code. Nice. Good weekend, Bib.
Yes. I mentioned last week that my decking's been fitted. It is now stained. It's looking fantastic. We've got solar lights on in the back garden. Everything is coming together, Graham. Apart from I went to my mate's house on... I'll say it is. I went to his house. I went on like a 16-mile trek around Rosendale. He said, yeah, we'll have a walk around the village because it was a really nice day. I was like, yeah, sound. 14 villages later. I'm a big guy, I don't need to be walking that much. But yeah, apart from that, it was fantastic. What about you?
Yeah, nice and chill. Didn't really go anywhere or do anything. Doing some work bits, so stuck to the PC for most of it, which meant it was just a case of food. Naturally got an order of Dunkin' Donuts in, which was lovely. Got invaded on Friday by some bloke who just broke into my stream setup, took a selfie with the ICU logo behind me. Apart from that, yeah, jobs are good. Nice. Yeah.
I tell you what, though, these fucking armrests, mate.
Class, aren't they? Class.
It just makes life so much better. Like I'm sure I had bruises. Like because obviously we sit here all day, don't we? Like I'm sure I had bruises. It's just repetitive. Just sat here with my arms and my elbows on the arms of the chair, and now I can do it in absolute comfort. It's fantastic.
It's beautiful. Yeah, this, by the way, so let me, I don't know if you can see. Yeah, so there you go. You can see this is our GT Omega chair, which is pretty comfy anyway, because these are the sport ones, which are the big bucket seats. But the arms, because they're plastic and they're rigid, and because they're super customizable in terms of up, down, sliding out, whatever. When you're on them all day, they can be a bit like achy. So GT Omega sent us some of these, which are the arm pad covers, which is why Bibby came over so he can grab his arm pads. Anyway, these things, absolute godsends. If you've got, I mean, they probably fit on most chairs, I'd imagine, because it's just like a slip-on sort of sock kind of thing. Incredible.
Yeah, they make very good slippers as well.
Yeah, exactly. Bibby did actually put it on his foot and sent me a picture, so there you go. If you've got a chair and you want to get comfy arms, then get some armrests. I mean, whether you get GT Omega ones or other ones, I would genuinely 100% recommend. I mean, if you do want to get the GT Omega ones, we have a panel down below the stream. If you go that way, you should get a discount code. We used to have the code ICU that you use at checkout, but it should be an affiliate link now. So you should get our discount applied at the checkout. We do earn through that discount code, by the way. But yeah, you use the link, save yourself some money. Earn for ICU. Have comfy arms for life. Nice. Genuinely.
It's definitely worth it.
Not a spawn, that was hashtag gifted. It's not a spawn. The link is a spawn because we will learn from it. But yeah, nice. Mr. T! Gifting a tier 1 sub. Oh, Tito gets a sub. Yeah.
You get a sub. You get a sub.
Everybody gets a sub. Jobs are good. Nice. Thank you very much, Mr. T. Use them as shin pads. maybe that's it. Maybe that's it. We'll just do an exercise where we'll do one of those like, "Hi, I'm Johnny Knoxville, and welcome to Ice Cream Uploads." And then Bibby just stands there, and we just take it in turns to boot him in the shins with his cushioning on. Nice. This is it.
Weetabix shins were just smashing off after the first one.
Yeah, we'll just slowly drop it down. We'll start off with like three shin pads, and then we'll drop it down to like 2 shin pads armrests, and then down to 1 shin pad armrest, and then boom. But yeah, there you go. Anyway, Mr. T, thank you very much for the sub to Tito as well. Tito, enjoy the sub. Nice. I would usually say, if you get a gifted sub, make sure you say thank you. But Tito's already in there telling him that he's the best step bro ever. So there you go. Nice. Let's see who else is in the chat. We have Magic Man, who is in nice and early, dropping the exclusive audible subscriber emote that sounds a little bit like this.
Ish?
No, not that one.
Hello.
Nice. Wow, it's a start before noon, says Magic Man. I think you'll find that. Yeah, okay, you've got a point. Fine. Morning, fellas. Feeling okay? This is relatively normal time-wise. We'll take it. Good morning, ads. What is going on? 9 minutes until my next work call. Yes, man, says Magic Man. When was that written? Is Magic on the work call already? If he is, we appreciate you being here, but you didn't hear it. So yeah, if you're not, then we still appreciate you being here. Nice. But yeah, Ad says graphics card I heard. Yeah, it was, I don't know if I'm going to be able to find it. It was just in my feed. There it is. It was this. So when you heard graphics card, I was watching, I was like, what the fuck? One of those videos. This was a tweet from PC Specialist who just posted look at it for yourself. I don't know how to describe it. At 11:30 on the dot, I leave-ish to the amateurs. Are you calling us amateurs or are you calling the others in the chat amateurs? I don't know. But enjoy the call, match. I appreciate you being here. Ads saying work stuff, air quotes, and tried the loot droop. You can loot droop in the chat, by the way, now, by the way. Fill your boots. Loot droop is only applicable after 10 pints. I wish that was the case. It takes two beastly for the stream, right? Yeah, potentially. Potentially. Do you know, it's my only issue with
How
It
long
Takes
does
Two.
take?
Yeah, that's what I'm going to say. My only issue is the length. That's what she said. Because it was like 7 hours for A Way Out. Isn't that like twice as long? Is it not like 15 hours, which would be like 4 streams? And
Yeah,
that's a long old time to spread it out over. Maybe we just,
13 and a half.
yeah, maybe we just do that on ICU and we just play something that we can do. Like last time was pretty good because we had community games. We got was it Chucky and Lake jumped in for some PUBG games. So maybe we play something that's a bit casual that we can have people jumping in with us, which is quite nice. Maybe
Still got Scott Pilgrim that we haven't played yet.
is that something communal though?
If we use Parsec, yes,
How many players can you have in it?
it's 4.
Ooh, see, I was thinking maybe we do Knockout City, get the ice cream stuff, but
Oh, I mean, yeah, great style.
we'll see. We've still got over a week anyway. So if anyone has any suggestions for what we can play over on the Insert Coin Army stream, that's where we stream on official Insert Coin. Then yeah, feel free to let us know. Nice. I didn't like seeing no ice cream next to the legend that is Tito. Well, you are a legend. We appreciate that. Thank you very much. Good morning, Gagat. I'll read. Loot Droop. Yeah, sorry, ads. I think you mean Loot Drop. There we go. Nice. It Takes Two is genuinely Amazeballs Game of the Year material. Yeah, I've heard that a lot. The only reason we've not played it, it's quite ironic. The only reason we've not played games is because we want other people to see us playing games, and we're playing games for other people all the time, but we're not playing that game. Nice. But yeah, I think we just kind of verbally came to the conclusion that it's not Insert Coin material, because if we start it now, we stream like once every 8 weeks ish on Insert Coin. So that's going to be like, 32 weeks. That's over half a year until we finish it. Nope. So maybe we don't do that. Need to play It Takes Two. Cyberpunk is Game of the Year 2021 Kappa. Well, it's funny because Cyberpunk's in the news today. Nice. Scott Pilgrim has co-op Cyberscoop. Scott Pilgrim has co-op a hell of a game. Do it. D&D Dark Alliance, says Tito, and Ads agrees. No.
But actually played that this weekend.
You say you haven't?
I played no, I haven't. I played quite a bit of Mario Golf. I'm enjoying it. It's not as in depth as I thought it or wanted it to be. It feels like it's trying to take everybody's golf and Golf Story and smash them together, and coming up short of both of those. Like the online multiplayer is shite. You can play versus 3 other people if you want to, but there's no point in winning because you don't actually get anything. There's no profile or leaderboards where it'll say like Bibby's played 1 game and won 1 game, which I have because I'm not going to get beat at that game. There's like there's no experience, so you can't level up or anything like that. So it's a little bit meh.
I don't know if you noticed that,
but yeah,
you got a little bit of dust on your shoulder. Do you want to just flick it off? There. I mean, I'm not going to get beat in that game. Oh yeah. Anyway, Ad says Nintendo Online. No, where's his ads gone? Mario Golf Adventure Mode is cool. It gets better. It's all right, Ad's fanboy. We get it. It's understand. It's understandable. We don't. Shh. It's okay. Next Gen Base says, or play Sea of Thieves. Get me and the pirate legend that is Asim Tanvir involved.
Messaged me last night about that. Asim.
See, I keep watching Show streaming it as well, so I kind of feel like there's got to be something there. There's a lot of people that we know that play it. I just haven't touched it. But then again, is it I'm assuming it's on PC through Game Pass because I don't have an Xbox.
It's also on. You have Xbox?
Well, old school Xbox. I'm not ripping up the living room to bring up an Xbox One S.
You don't have to. Potentially, you could sit in your front room and do it, and then I could stream it from my PC.
Touche. Asim says, rated stuff with me. Tis indeed on PC. I've enjoyed Mario Golf so far, says Iceman. Well, I've seen a few people mention Mario Golf on my feed this morning, saying that they've had a good week with it. So nice. Anyway, enough of the Mario Golf, enough of that stuff. We'll jump back into the Insert Coin conversations as the week progresses. Do feel free to let us know what games you feel like we could play, what you maybe would want to join us playing on our Discord. !Discord in the chat. We'll give you the link to that. We can continue the conversations over there. But in the meantime, let's go over the news. Today's main story is about hackers releasing free games. Nice! That are laced with cryptomining malware. Not so nice. But before we jump into that, let's talk about what else will be following. Cyberscoop says Cyberpunk 2070. CD Projekt Red says Cyberpunk 2077's stability has reached a satisfactory level. mean, satisfactory is not good enough at this point. But we'll jump into the news. PUBG gets a self-revive feature confirmed. It's coming next month. And then finally, some details on the Steam summer sale. Not quite free game Monday, but you know, discounted game Monday. Nice. Free game Friday, discounted game Monday. You have to build up to it. That's what it is. Anyway, first news of the day. Baby, would you like some free games?
Graham, I would love some free games.
Would you like some free games laced with crypto mining malware? No.
It's not the worst trade-off.
Well, that is what's happening. According to IGN Nordic, or more specifically, Liam Wiseman, the article says, hackers are releasing free games laced with crypto mining malware. Beware of sites claiming to give out free copies of major games. Naturally, with the internet, if it sounds too good to be true, it is. Get out of here, cookies a bit. So hackers are reportedly building Cyptomining. I'm assuming that should be crypto. Crypto. Hackers are reportedly building Cyptomining malware into copies of major games in order to infect unsuspecting players' computers. A new report from BBC News has revealed that copies of AAA games like Grand Theft Auto, NBA 2K, and Pro Evolution Soccer are being offered for free. I do actually find this quite funny because this is PC games. Grand Theft Auto has been given away for free on PC. NBA 2K has been given away for free on PC. And Pro Evolution Soccer, at least the light mode, is free on PC. So not only are people being done, but it's free games as well. Anyway, they're all being offered for free. These games, however, are infected with potentially devastating malware that allows hackers to infect your computer and access your personal details. According to the report, once downloaded, these games use a form of malware known as Konosh to create a digital currency. Apparently, criminals have already successfully harvested more than £1.4 million in cryptocurrency known as Monero. Monero is a cryptocurrency used regularly by criminals due to the fact that it's harder to trace than many other cryptocurrencies, such as Bitcoin. The system was discovered by a team of researchers at Avast, an antivirus software company, who say that downloads of these cracked games have spread so much that they're now witnessing about 800 cases per day. Avast says that at least 220,000 computers have been affected so far across countries worldwide, including the UK, the USA, the Philippines, Brazil, India, and Poland. Gamers are likely being targeted due to the faster and more effective processing units needed for running high-end PC games. Perhaps the most concerning aspect of the malware is that once installed, it can protect itself from Windows updates and security software by uninstalling the programs that run them. The malware is also capable of slowing down the user's computer, wearing out components through overuse, and increasing the electricity bill of the user. Several high-profile gaming and tech companies have been the victims of cyber attacks in recent years, including developers Capcom and CD Projekt Red, which both saw employee data and game source codes leaked to the internet, respectively. But there is a clear and increasing need for individuals to take more care of their own digital safety and security online, especially for digitally heavy consumers like video game players who spend a lot of time and money online. The moral of the story here seems to be to not download free game files from forums, as you never know what could be inside. Oh, it's a good job they gave us that moral at the end, because don't think we'd have got it. Basically, kids, don't download illegal, dodgy games from illegal, dodgy places, and you might be okay, or a better chance of being okay. Babe, long story short, cracked games from, criminals could be bad for you. What are your thoughts?
Yeah. I mean, this kind of stuff's been going on since. I actually watched a documentary on this about how the very first virus came about. This is just my life in a nutshell. The amount of shit that I watch on YouTube, but I watched a documentary on like how viruses was passed around the very first time, and this was like mid-90s. How people was able to do it without even thinking about it, because you think it's an attachment or whatever. But this has been rife in my life since LimeWire days. Does anyone remember trying to download songs from LimeWire, and the next thing you know, you're just getting all these pop-ups, your screen would lock, it'd say you have to pay 80 quid to whatever company it is, or they'll never remove this pop-up from your screen. Like, this kind of stuff has been going on forever. However, the advancements that they have made in trying to lock your PC and Windows updates not taking hold of this is mental. Where are these people getting the games from though? Like, is Pirate Bay still knocking about?
Maybe I don't actually know.
That
Actually,
sounds like the biggest place,
I think
but there'll be a million other places
I
as
want to
well.
say I remember Pirate Bay getting a cease and desist kind of thing. But if they did, I mean, all that would happen would be piratebay.com goes to piratebay.it or .cn or .xy or whatever. Yeah, completely new website. Looks exactly the same, written in the exact same fonts, exact the same styles, exact same logo.
Yeah.
We just changed to XY instead of .com. It's still around, trust me, David. Stop downloading your dodgy stuff. Honestly.
That's why he's got a VPN. But yeah, I mean, this stuff has it's gone on forever. But you never usually get anything for free. There's always a cost somewhere, and it still amazes me that people. I mean, the games nowadays, especially for Steam, of all the places. I mean, we'll come on to this because we've got an article about Steam later on. But like, of all the places in the world, Steam is like the easiest place to be able to get games because you can just go to like all these key generator websites and pay like a quarter of the price to be able to get a legitimate copy of the game and have no worries about what the hell's going to go on with your game. Yeah, like you say, Grand Theft Auto seems to be one of the biggest. Well, it is the biggest game there has probably ever been. Um, Shout out to Tetris and Minecraft as well. But like in terms of this game is still in the charts and going. Like I've got 4 copies of this game, maybe even 5. How are people still downloading free versions of this game?
Yeah,
Like,
no, it's bizarre.
if that's the biggest thing ever.
I mean, I
It is what it
downloaded a
is.
proper legit copy of GTA the other day, actually, and my PC's been running weird. Anyway, from this proper legit website that I got it from, I just launched it using the file lolpcdeath .exe. So I just ran that, and the game seemed to load fine. And then all of a sudden, 40 minutes later, everything was going slow. And my electricity bills through the roof. And what are you doing? God damn it! But Johnny says, "LimeWire gang checking in." Those were the days. LimeWire, Napster. And fucking was it WinMX? WinMX was another one as well, like pre-LimeWire kind of thing. Yeah, I remember seeing a meme where it was like the LimeWire logo, and it was like giving your PC cancer just so that you can get a 3-minute song. It's like, yep, those were the days.
Like all the songs was all listed like completely wrong as well. So you'd try to look for the first Arctic Monkeys album or Linkin Park Hybrid Theory, and it'd just be some other shit that someone purposely renamed so you'd listen to that particular song. And those were the days, to be fair. Those were the days, like playing that and the Downtown Mafia and going on to stickdeath.com. Like all of these things.
Fucking love
Classics.
stickdeath.com. Oh, Weeble stuff, stick death. Yes, please, get in. Jumping back up. What do you call a pirate with 2 arms and 2 legs? Rookie. Fuck's sake. Tito says, I'm feeling sad. When I was in the office, oh, nope, chat's gone. Goodbye. When I was in the office in face-to-face meetings, people used to laugh at my jokes all the time. Now they're all done by video call. No one ever laughs. I asked my colleagues why, and they told me I'm not remotely funny. Genuinely appreciate that one. Thank you very much. That's good. Nice. Tino gets his coats and leaves. Nice. Next Gen Base says, me installs free Pez. Also me. Why is my PC on fire? Touche. I mean, that's what it is, though. I mean, I get it. We all downloaded songs for free because it's easy enough saying who just doesn't have a few quid to buy the games that are super cheap now. And I get it because not everyone has the money. But then again, if you've just spent shitloads of money on that 3080, 3090 graphics card, you've got the i9 processor, you've got fucking 7,000 sticks of RAM in there, and your PC's an absolute beast. Why would you then just give it the lethal injection by downloading a free version? It's not worth it. It's not worth it. And I know it's kind of, I'm preaching to the converted in this, but you guys in the chat, yeah, we're probably all guilty of doing certain things from time to time. But genuinely, I don't think we're all daft enough to go to like completelegitfreegames.com or completelegitfreegameshonest.com or whatever. And it's like, it's not worth it. It's not worth it. If you want to see Pez and you don't have the money to buy it, just watch Johnny PSM stream it Mondays and Fridays on twitch.tv/ice cream uploads or check him out on YouTube. Boom! There you go. Pirate Bay is still around, just through different URLs. I know for reasons. Exactly, reasons. Nice. Pirate Bay is where I get my viruses from nowadays, says Johnny. Good morning, by the way. Who needs Pirate Bay when you have the excellent offering that is Xbox Game Pass and Game Pass for PC? And that is kind of where we come full circle. Nice. You don't need it anymore. You get all the games.
Did you see that this weekend? Like, I've seen so many of them. Like, people saying that people who talk about Xbox have been bought by Microsoft. That's what Ben's comment is basically taking the piss out of, because I've seen so many like that. It's like this is almost as ridiculous as Game Pass giving you access to hundreds of games on day one release for $9.99 a month. And if it's like shit like that has been going around all weekend, which is triggering the fanboys from all around the world to get on that. It's been fantastic.
Pushing hard for that MS sponsorship, says Madge in the chat. Bibby just died a little inside with that joke. I can tell. He did. Yeah, this is poor format. I'd rather play stuff via Game Pass, which give you access to 100 games a day, and one release is for only $9 a month, and if you knew, you can get 3 months for just no... I use the reliable service of Glasgow Barrowlands for sourced games during the 16-bit era. Era? There we go. Yeah, same. Now use Dodgy Uncle. There you go. Nice. But yeah, anyway, the gist of it, if you want to get yourself some dodgy games for free, well, first of all, you're not saving yourself that much. But second of all, you're probably going to cost yourself a lot more in the long run. PC's been trashed. So if you're thinking about getting GTA, thinking about getting NBA 2K, or thinking about getting PES or all of the other games and you don't want to pay for them, then you run the risk. Not only do you run the risk of, well, first of all, being done legally, because in theory it doesn't happen very, very often, but it could just be done by the law. Secondly, obviously, hackers lacing it with malware. But thirdly, you could just be on the wrong end of sport SI. What's it called? SI Sega. What sport? I want to say Sports Illustrated, but it's clearly not Sports Illustrated. Whatever. The people that make Football Manager, they made that dodgy version that got you like 12 seasons in and then just didn't do anything, got stuck, and then until you reported it and they banned you. So it's just not worth it. Even the games companies are coming after you with genius ploys. Just spend a few quid. Jobs are good. Nice. Now, if I want iffy PC games, I'll use a key seller. Exact. Sports Interactive, not Sports Illustrated. That's something completely different. Anyway, let's close that drawer. Just there we go. Nice. Fine. Moving ahead.
I would said you as a wanker.
Anyway. No comment. If I talk. Next bit of news, Cyberpunk. That was punk, by the way, not after what we've just been talking about. Cyberpunk 2077 stability. I apologise. Let's just stop for a second, compose ourselves, get rid of the jism, and move ahead into the next article. Nice. Vicky Blake at Eurogamer says Cyberpunk 2077 stability has reached a satisfactory level. Says CD Projekt Red. We have already achieved a satisfactory level, is the quote in the tagline. Haven't read through the article yet. Don't know what to expect. Have you guys read through? If you haven't, is a satisfactory level what you are wanting to hear for CD Projekt Red? Don't make me reach over, because I will get the game out in its cellophane wrapping. I'm not averse. Oh, that's it. It's going. There we go. That's it. I've got CD Projekt Red Cyberpunk in my hand here, unopened, still in its cellophane package. I've never mentioned that before. I know. Is satisfactory good enough? What we're saying? Sports Interactive as well. Nice. Arkham Asylums was the best. If you had a pirate copy of Batman's cape, just didn't work, so you fell to your death. It's amazing.
Yeah. You have to jump from one platform to the other across a poisonous room, and you just drop. Like, there's no way you could get across it. But then people was going to forums to like say, why can't I get across this? And basically just outed themselves that they've got a duff copy of the game, because everyone who had that problem obviously was using a pirate copy of the game.
That was the kind of the same outcome that Sports Illustrated, not Sports Interactive, Sports Interactive did with Football Manager. They'd get to a certain point and then it'd come up with a crash error, so that people were pasting that error onto the forums. And then Sports Illustrated said, we've seen a lot of people getting this error. Does anyone else have it? And then loads of people were like, yeah. It's like, can you just send us your details? So they all sent their details. Then blocks. The reason you've got that is because you're playing a dodgy copy. Fuck's sake. Unlucky. Amazing. Absolute genius. Anyway, Next Gen Base says, yes, a game releasing in December 2020, releasing a satisfactory level in June 2021. Nice. Let's jump in. CD Projekt Red's management has reportedly said the stability of its beleaguered RPG Cyberpunk 2077 has now reached a satisfactory level. Addressing attendees at the WSE Innovation Day, CD Projekt Red CEO Adam Kaczynski said the team was constantly working on patches to improve performance and stability, adding that further improvements were also being planned. According to translation, courtesy of Google Translate, Kaczynski told TVN24, "We have already achieved a satisfactory level in this regard of stability. We have also been working on the overall efficiency, which we're also quite happy about. Of course, we also removed bugs and glitches, and we will continue to do that. Over time, we will be introducing improvements to the general systems that players are paying attention to," he added. Though the game has now returned to the PS Store, the developer was unwilling to open up about sales numbers today, with VP Peter Nilubovic stating, "We do not provide detailed partial sales data. We provide data when they reach milestones or accumulate to a specific amount. Therefore, we won't comment on these results after 2 days." CD Projekt Red recently confirmed Cyberpunk 2077 on PS4 continues to suffer from performance issues and suggested people play the game on PS4 Pro or PS5 instead. In a recent statement to Eurogamer, CD Projekt Red said Sony Interactive Entertainment can confirm that Cyberpunk 2077 will be relisted on the PS Store starting June 21st, 2021, which was a week ago, by the way. Users will continue to experience performance issues with the PS4 edition, while CD Projekt Red continues to improve stability across all platforms. SIE recommends playing the title on PS4 Pro or PS5 for the best experience. And then we had an update yesterday at 5:44 p.m. The story has been updated to clarify that the satisfactory quote may only refer to the game's stability and not the game as a whole. Even better. So the game's stability is satisfactory, but the general performance of it, okay, nice, maybe not. So, Cyberpunk, eh? Nice. Nice. Let's just get this article out of the way pretty quickly. Let me ask you a question. Are you going to play it yet, Bib?
You know what? I was actually considering it the other day. Genuinely considering it. Basically, since last week, when they was talking about it only being playable really on the PS4 Pro or PlayStation 5, I was contemplating installing the game and playing it, but I still feel like the first time I want to play it, I want it to be meeting my expectations. I don't want it to be satisfactory. They've clearly, like, what we're in now, we're nearly in July. We'll say this game was still released 8 months early. Now, if you could put it out, you may be able to get away with it to a very, very small degree. But to a much larger audience, no. I think this game was obviously dead on arrival, and it is getting better. Like, let's be honest, they are still working on the game. They are putting out hot fixes. They are doing what they can to try and make this game playable. But that should have been done 8 months ago. Like, people's opinions of the game now are already, like, before you even jump into the game, they're already negative. So what you're going to start playing is negative experience and after negative experience, and then you might not even complete the game, and then you may even get rid of it because you don't want to play it again. I want the first time to be playing it is what I want and what I should have had originally. Like, I've still got the game, like yours in your drawer, mine's on the shelf up there. You might be able to see it. It's out of a cellophane because I installed it when I first got it for Christmas, and then didn't bother playing it because of all the shit that went around it. So I did contemplate it for a while last week about playing it, but I'll just wait. I'll wait a little bit longer. I've waited months as it is. I'm sure I can wait a few more months to be able to play it. I'm in absolutely no rush. Get into it. It's just a massive shame because I know Asim, he's played it and he actually enjoyed it from what he played. But I want it to be better. I want it to be the game that we was told it was going to be, and I think it's probably not even 50% of that.
Yeah, I mean that's the thing. Is where was the comment? There we go. Well, actually, we jump back up. So I'll get everything up to date. Ads. What's more buggy, Cyberpunk or new football game? Kappa. Madge says answer is always Cyberpunk. Touche. But that's it though. But that's it though. Like, obviously, Ads is only memeing, but we're comparing a test Not even a beta, just like a network beta test versus Cyberpunk for the lols, and that's it. This is the biggest release over the last 3 years potentially versus a network beta test. And even if the network beta test won as being the most unreliable, then Cyberpunk lost already in that argument because it's been put against something that it shouldn't be against. Cyberpunk, never heard of it. Liar, you liar. Isn't PS4/X1 still hugely buggy? Oh, nope, chat's gone. Seen people tweet videos. I believe it is. I believe so as well. I think I've seen the same sort of stuff, although I don't tend to keep my eye on it that much. I tend to skip past it, obviously, just because I'm scared of spoilers and things. But yeah, Magic Man. Satisfactory, sorry, but that sounds like a shoddy word on the game. Exactly, satisfactory. It's yeah. Madge says satisfactory from the same people that said the PS4 version ran surprisingly well. Exactly. Next gen base. Oh, let me jump back into the split screen. Next gen base saying satisfactory in quotes, which is doesn't run well on the platform that is on the box. Exactly. I mean, let me reach back to the draw. Let's get the game out. I mean, does not run well. It runs to a satisfactory standard in terms of it doesn't die. So satisfactory may only refer to the game's stability and not the game as a whole. On PS4, we recommend you play it on PS4 Pro and PS5. What is that logo? Just at the top of... Oh, that says PS4. Nice. It also says on the back, it's PS4 Pro Enhanced, not PS4 Pro Minimum. So it's not satisfactory yet. It's satisfactory on certain consoles in certain ways. It's not good enough. It's not good enough yet. So it'll remain back in the draw for me. Their next game, whatever it is, won't be out until 2077, as they'll be afraid to release it until it's perfect. And so they shouldn't, god damn it. On a serious note...
Fine, and you learn from experience.
Yeah, exactly. On a serious note, this is what happens when a studio is investor-driven, always about pleasing them above anything else. Eventually, things catch up with you. And, well, this, says Mr. T. I mean, that's it, though. Like you say, any dev can have a game that's broken. Any dev can have some issues. And that's fine. People will piss and moan because people will piss and moan. But this is a whole different kettle of fish. This is devs chasing money. Not devs, investors forcing devs to chase money. And that's the issue here, is they've got no shortage of cash. And with that much cash, they should have no shortage of resources. But it wasn't a case of being short of resources. It was being a case of short of foresight. They were willing to sacrifice people's experiences chasing profit, and that was where the issue is. So that can be fixed. Hopefully, like Bibby says, hopefully they learn from that experience, and then the next game, they just give it the extra 9-10 months, whatever it needs. Yeah, you've had to push it back 2 or 3 times. There's a reason you pushed it back 2 or 3 times, because it wasn't ready. What's the point in breaking those eggs for the omelette and then still having fucking lumps of broken eggness shell in it or whatever? You get what I'm saying. It wasn't ready.
When they come to do this kind of PR statement, they just I think it would ease a lot of fans, like, what's the word I'm looking for, would ease a lot of their expectations, shall we say. I mean, it's not even expectations, it's their animosity towards the brand. If they were to not even release a roadmap to the full extent, but just to say, okay, this is now playable. It's recommended you play them on these 2 platforms, PlayStation and Xbox Series S. Yeah, Xbox Series S, and perhaps the original Xbox One. You're going to suffer majorly from this. But in our next couple of months, we're going to try and fix blah, 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 or just give an indication of what it is that you're doing, because this seems... would just give you information when we're ready to. And for a game that's been out and about and been away from the digital shops and not being sold in physical shops, this is a very difficult thing for them to be able to shift. Like, are people going to be interested in playing this in another 4 months' time when they're apparently going to be releasing the new gen versions of this game? Is it already, again, going to be dead on arrival? Like, are people going to give it a second chance? We've seen No Man's Sky, and I'll always refer to that because that's come full circle and is now back to being a full price game, and people, when they play that game, are getting the experience that they was meant to have 4 years ago. are we going to get this? Are we going to get the same thing happening again with this game?
Yeah.
At this moment in time, I can't see it.
I agree. I agree. The thing with, like we've mentioned with No Man's Sky, and Asim's kind of mentioned it as well, said when CD Projekt were more of an indie, like the Witcher to Witcher 3 period, they were consumer driven. The success led to an investor focus, and sadly they've paid for it in the wrong way. That's the thing though. No Man's Sky, it was more a case of they had the right intentions, and that's the key word, intention. The intent was to provide a game for their community. They didn't, so they worked hard to do that. This didn't have the intent to provide the game for the community. This had the intent to, that'll do, we'll make shitloads of money off it. Oh fuck, people aren't happy. Oh, okay, we can absorb a little bit of unhappiness because we plan to earn shitloads. And then they realised just how badly they'd fucked it up, and it was like, oh, okay, our intent maybe not to fuck everyone over that much, but our intent was to earn a shitload of money, not to make a game that would change the genre or create a genre, define a genre. And that's, yeah, I think that intent will be hard for them to brush it off. For what it's worth, I played on a very high-end PC. It's a decent game, but it was very buggy and pushed my PC hard. Very, not very. Nah, we got you. Asim said, yeah, I had a good time with PC. A few minor bugs, but generally enjoyed it. Not mind-blowing, but good, which is fine. Perfectly fine.
Yeah.
I still say Jedi Fallen Order, was it 2019? All the years have merged into one. Whenever that came out, 2019, I'm going to assume. My game of the year for that year. Loved that game. Did I have shitloads of issues with it? Yes. Did I have some terrifying bugs with it? Yes. I remember being on the little, I can't remember the name of the spaceship, but my little spacecraft that you get on, and there's like a few characters that just stay on the ship and you can talk to them and whatever, and one of them's face just didn't render, but his eyes and his teeth did, and it was fucking scary as fuck. So what the fuck is that? But, and then there was all sorts of bugs and stuff with the movement in the game. As I went through, playing it now, they've probably all been fixed. But at that point in time, it was buggy. But it wasn't like rushed. It was adventurous and it was close, whereas this wasn't. And I'm gonna keep coughing. Back in a sec. I don't know if I got it. We'll see. Cyberpunk has Daikatana levels of meme to it now for its infamy. A real shame for the people who worked themselves into the ground to hit the final release. Piss and Moan, the title to my autobiography when I'm an old man. Sounds a bit more like it should be. Piss and Moan, escapades of an OAP escort. Nice. It actually runs pretty well on Series S, to be fair, not chasing 4K, so it's using the power to run the game well at a lower res. Still buggy as fuck, mind. Cyberpunk should be a game I want to play. Massive fan of Deus Ex series and Fallout, but I've been really put off. You missed my Bibby first time gag. Did I? I did. Was it gone?
Yes.
Bibby wants his first time to be perfect, bless him. Candles, a lovely meal, Barry White on the stereo. Bow, bow, bow.
It was nothing like that.
No.
They never are they?
I think I'm the one that's waiting for that. I mean, Bibby's already had it unwrapped. He's already give it a go. I'm still sat there waiting for it. So get me the candles. Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, nice. But having it behind the bins at Asda? Question mark. Maybe. Anyway, the gist: Cyberpunk is satisfactory. If 7 years and 5,000 Night City Wire broadcasts are enough for you to jump into a satisfactory game, but not on the console that it was aimed for, PS4, then fill your boots. If not, just wait a little bit longer. I will be waiting a little bit longer. I'm not going to be jumping in just yet. It's not good enough. Satisfactory for a game of a decade, because that's what it was supposed to be. It was pitched as a game for the decade. We had fucking Keanu Reeves' breathtaking meme. Like, so that was pretty much propping up all content creation in the industry for about 4 months. You're breathtaking. and then, I mean, that still remains the only highlight of the game for me. So, Satisfactory is not good enough. I will sit and I will wait. And I will hopefully play through it. I've got a PS5, so it's going to be reasonably well. Probably still buggy, but I'll wait for the next gen experience. Anyway, talking about new experiences. Anybody want to talk about PUBG? Yeah, nice. Okay, don't worry, I've got you. I know you were just about to type yes, then you don't even need to do it now. I got you. VASPAAN DASTOOR at the Gamer says PUBG self-revive feature confirmed. coming next month. The alleged self-revive feature for PUBG has been confirmed and will be a part of the Tego 12.2 update. PUBG leaker player IGN tweeted out a video of the self-revive feature in action. This is much more detailed than the short snippet we saw in the Tego trailer. The player character is downed by an enemy sniper, after which the animation shows the player grasping their chest, followed by a surge of electricity, and they're back on their feet. Let me hit play on that. We have an embedded tweet from player IGN. PUBG new revive / self pickup mechanic in action coming in update 12.2. Additionally, this self pickup mechanic has actually been in the game file since 2018. PUBG has actually planned a revive mechanic for at least 3 years, says the tweet. So it's unclear whether the self-revive feature will be a collectible item or if anyone will get one from the start. I'm no medical expert, but the chest grabbing and electrical surge suggest the self-reviving could come from a defibrillator. Player IGN also shared a few more details about this feature in their tweet, which is what I've just read out. Basically, I'll go over it again anyway. It seems that the mechanic has been present within the game's file since 2018. The developers had planned a self-revive feature for over 3 years, but we have no word yet on why it took so long or why it's being added now. It could be related to the PUBG overhaul news from last week. Do you know, we actually didn't cover that PUBG overhaul, but the gist of it was... I don't think so. The rumor was that they were going to make PUBG 2, and that they've decided to cancel making PUBG 2 and put everything into PUBG 1. I don't think we actually covered that as a standalone article. But as part of update 12.2, PUBG will also be getting the 8x8 map Tego, 2 new Korean firearms, the K2 assault rifle and the K12 DMR, as well as the Hyundai Pony coupe vehicle will make their way to the game. The developer had earlier revealed that respawning will be a big feature for PUBG this year. Tiger, codenamed Tego, which was the codename for Tego, will utilize all aspects of the battleground that you've known over the years, but with one key change: the ability to return to the battle after initial defeat. This is a feature we've seen become fairly common in the battle royale genre, and is something we've been asked about quite a bit, especially when it comes to duos and squads. Player IGN had earlier leaked the Warzone styled Gulag Island. The island is just off the coast of Tego and will be the place where players who have been killed can fight each other for a chance at revival. The revived player will once again drop into the map via a Chinook helicopter. Nice. Genuinely quite excited about PUBG at the moment. I'm not so sure. I don't know where I sit on the canning of the overhaul. I love the idea of getting a PUBG 2. I also don't love the idea of getting a PUBG 2, which is where I said I'm not sure where I sit. Because PUBG 2, for me, doesn't represent I want a new map and I want new players and I want new functions and I want new progression systems and shit like that. I don't need that. I would be happy to get all of that stuff into PUBG 1. But I need more than anything... 2 things. I need a full visual reskin. And when I say that, the game has been reskinned and has been worked on visually. And if you play it on PC, it looks incredible. But, you put one player fully kitted up in high res on PC next to a PS4 version of someone from Warzone, and the Warzone character looks incredible. So there's that. Then there's the whole janky movement system. So the way it looks and the way you generally move and stuff, fix that, and I'm good. But anyway, that's me as someone that's a massive PUBG nerd. But PUBG getting a big update, you can get self-revives, you can get gulags. What are your thoughts?
I like the fact that it could be a defib, that you an item that you have to pick up along the way. I think that's a cool introduction. I don't like the thought. I mean, that's one thing with Warzone. I'd never understood it. I mean, I'm not a Warzone player, so forgive me in my opinion on this for someone who may have been playing it for a long time. But the Gulag thing has always pissed me off, because why should you get 2 chances? You should have to earn that chance. Obviously, there is a cut-off point, so if you are one of the last remaining players, you don't have the opportunity to be able to go into the Gulag, even if you've not been in it before. But I like the fact that it could be an item that you pick up and then you can use. Obviously, there will be hopefully there should be limited versions of it, so you may only have 6 of them. So it's up to you to try and find that. But I think that's a cool introduction. The one thing that I will say though about the PUBG 2 is that I think they've reached critical mass with PUBG now. Very much like they did with Fortnite. It was available for everything, but Fortnite was free. what would happen if they made a PUBG 2? Would PUBG 1 still be playable, or would that then die and you would have to rebuy PUBG 2, or would you make PUBG 2 a free-to-play game if that was the case? Because that's what Fortnite did, didn't they? They just made Chapter 2. You can't play the original Fortnite anymore. Like, everything that was available then, not available now. They changed everything and moved it over to Season 2. So you'd have whatever you're playing Fortnite on now is what it currently is. But they actually can't even do that with PUBG. So I don't know.
Yeah. Excuse me. Just getting rid of the crap that was in the throat. I mean, I have clicked through to the other article. So this one, still on the game. This is written by Sean Murray. I won't bring the article. Actually, I'll bring the article up just to give him credit. Rumour PUBG 2 has been cancelled, but regular PUBG will receive an overhaul. I'll just read the first couple of paragraphs. So Crafton was rumoured to have been developing PUBG 2 earlier this year, but plans for a Battle Royale sequel have apparently been cancelled. That's according to player IGN, the same PUBG insider that broke the story of a sequel back in January. In an interview with The Loadout, player IGN said that PUBG 2 was internally called Project Reborn, but the game ran into development issues that led to its cancellation. Quote, my source tells me PUBG Project Reborn was originally meant to be the PUBG 2 game we were expecting, but the development team bumped into issues and are opting to go with an engine update / overhaul to the current game instead, a bit like Overwatch 2. So we'll stop there. We don't need to go into too much of the rest of it. But yeah, I am kind of... I've said before, PUBG has burned so many bridges, and I don't mean that in terms of like outward contact sort of way. So we have seen, go to your Twitch most viewed, like your what's the word I'm looking for? Channels that you follow, and they're obviously ordered top down. If you follow some big channels, the chances are the ones at the top of your list played PUBG quite heavily in its day. That'll be Tim the Tatman, that'll be Summit 1G, that'll be Ninja Cat, Bibby Cat. That'll be, or it would have been Dr. Disrespect. That would have been, take your pick. They will have all played PUBG regularly at some point in time. Will they play PUBG when it gets updates? Probably. But it's everyone else. It's their viewers that have seen PUBG being shit. It's their viewers that have seen people openly criticise. And when I say PUBG being shit, I mean, I've called PUBG shit at times. I mean, I still play the game. I still really enjoy the game. But it has a lot of flaws. And that's the thing. All of those flaws make an impression. And if it doesn't have to be the first impression, but once you've made an impression on someone, it's hard to change their opinion. And changing PUBG...
Change time.
Well, yeah, exactly. But I mean, you're a little different from the general gamer in the fact that you like gaming. You aren't just a self-entitled gamer that wants your game right now. A lot of us in this chat, we're probably all different things at different times. Some of us will be entitled gamers, and then some of us will be level-headed and willing to have our opinion change gamers. But a lot of the general gaming audience wants something shit. It's shit. It will remain shit forever. Then you need kind of like that industry-wide epiphany of, okay, this is actually really good, which PUBG has done with its content recently. Okay, your content is good. I mean, yeah, we'll forget Pajama Party. But everything else, content-wise, has been really good. The stuff that you're bringing to the game, nice. You seem to be going somewhere. Some questionable decisions on the esports front. I won't go into too much detail, but yeah, shit esports decisions, shit content game content decisions. But in terms of their advancements, improvements, and updates, they seem to be getting somewhere. But that's the thing, though. As soon as you make a Pajama Party, it doesn't matter about the fact that you've got a Tego 8x8 map. It doesn't matter that you've got another 8x8 map. It doesn't matter that you've just remastered Miramar and tweaked it and so on. It doesn't matter that you've now got gulags and respawns and all of this cool stuff. If people can just go, yeah, but what about Pajama Party, mate? You got to load in and all your buildings look like plasticine. And it's like, yeah, but it's not done that for about 8 months, mate, 2 years, 3 years, but people still remember. It's like the people that criticise Pez, and they'll go, yeah, but Rafael da Silva still doesn't have a face at United. And it's like, okay, Rafael da Silva hasn't been at United for about fucking a million years. Where the feck have you been?
A great face. Always gets pulled out of the bag, doesn't it, on the news articles. Exactly.
So, and it's that sort of thing. Is like the PUBG 2 shakes that off. It gives you a fresh start. It brings people back in. So if they do rebirth or reborn, as they call it, Project Reborn, and that's part of standard PUBG, they need to give that a full new games budget. Because that's the thing. If you get a brand new game, you have to launch it. You have to get shelf space. You have to get media buy-in. You have to get pre-roll ads. You have to get influencers. You do an event. You do Twitch rivals. You do all this stuff. If they just treat this how they've treated season 12, season 13, season 14, then it's not going to have that cut through. So they can change opinion, but it will require not only good content, but good investment too. Do I believe they have the money for it? Yes, they made $1.5 billion last year. So they're definitely not short on money. It's just whether they can spend it in the right places with the right decisions consistently enough to change opinions. So hopefully they can. Hopefully they can. Anyway, enough on PUBG. Let's finish with some game discounts. Nice. So if you want to get games on PC, well, you can download them for free from honest, these games are not going to brick your PC.com. Alternatively, if you don't want malicious cryptoware, crypto mining malware, then just get yourself to Steam, because there is a big old fucking sale. This article is written by Tom Ivan at VGC, and it says the Steam summer sale is now live with discounts on thousands of games. Savings available for 2 weeks until June the 8th. So Valve has launched this year's Steam summer sale, featuring discounts on thousands of games for the next 2 weeks. The Steam summer sale is running until July the 8th at 6 p.m. BST. Featured sale items include Halo the Master Chief Collection for $14.99. That's 50% off. Let me stop there for just a second. That is big, because I'm not a Halo guy. I've never been a Halo guy. But everything that's happened recently around Microsoft, Halo, Xbox, hearing people's passion for it has started to pique my interest a little bit. And all of the content around Master Chief Collection, I've heard nothing but positivity around the level of content that's going into the Master Chief Collection, the level of support that the teams at Xbox that they've put into the MCC. The fact that it's now 50% off is genius. Is genius timing. GG's. So yeah. Maybe. I'm probably not going to buy it, but it does have my interest, which is big news. GG's, boys. Battlefield 5, 75% off at £13.74. Valheim, you only get 10% off. It's at £13.94. Other popular discounted titles include Sekiro Shadows Die Twice Game of the Year Edition, which is 50% off. Forza Horizon 4, also 50% off. Horizon Zero Dawn, 40% off. Rust, 50% off. Half-Life Alyx has got 40% off. And the Mass Effect Legendary Edition, which has only just come out, 17% off. Steam Point Shop has also added a range of new game profiles featuring animated backgrounds, mini profiles, avatars, and colour schemes from various titles. Valve reportedly implemented new Steam measures this week designed to stop users exploiting regional pricing. Steam users can now change the country where they live just once every 3 months, according to SteamDB. In a further crackdown on people buying games in cheaper regions, Valve added a limit on how often you can change your Steam account's country. It tweeted, "Country may not be updated more than once every 3 months." Nice, there you go, understandable. Steam Summer Sale.
It's funny that actually happened because Connor was the one that brought my attention to it, because he's obviously, where is he living now? Is it in, where is he?
I think he's in the UK now, but I could be wrong. But he went to
He was in Thailand, wasn't he?
Yeah.
So he changed his country to Thailand and then bought a shitload of games, because obviously that's where he was living. Why wouldn't he change his region to that? And now he was telling people to do it, and then like the next day, Steam come out with this and say that you can't change it more than 3 months. So when he does eventually come back, or if he's already here, he can't change it again for another 3 months, which I found was absolutely hilarious. But anyway,
I wonder if you can reach out to support and say, extenuating circumstances, that's fine, all well and good, but I actually have changed where I'm living, mate. But yeah, do you know?
Probably not going to be asked.
Jumping into the chat for the memes, Mr. T says, but you can get Master Chief Collection via Game Pass, which gives you access to hundreds of games and day one releases for only $9.99 a month. And if you're new, you can even get 3 months right now for only $1. Following that up, Next Gen Base says, you could buy the Master Chief Collection, or you could subscribe to Game Pass, giving you access to hundreds of games and day one releases for only $9.99 a month. And if you're new, you can get 3 months for only $1. Nice. GG's, boys. GG's. You could love it.
Fantastic.
With commitment to the cause.
But yeah, this is quality. This is honestly quality. The £15 for the Master Chief Collection, that is unbelievable. Like, if you've never played Halo, or you're interested in joining up to it, if you don't have Game Pass, £15 for all the Halo games is an unbelievable price. Like Battlefield, take it or leave it. It's on the PlayStation Plus collection, I think. I think it's Battlefield 5. It could be Battlefield 1, actually. I'm not sure. Valheim, one of the most popular games out in the world right now, 10% off. Ridiculous sales. This is why I never understood why people can download pirated versions of games. Like, fair enough, like you said, if you are proper skint, it may be an option. But if you just bought a brand new PC and you have all the top of the range gear, you want to be able to play them legitimately. I mean, for me, you won't even be able to get the achievements if you downloaded them, and that's something that I like to pick up along the way. If you downloaded a dodgy copy, you can't even get those. So go get these. Like, again, not Spawn or anything, but Steam is like the cheapest platform that you could potentially buy games on. There's always a Steam sale somewhere. It might not be a summer sale, maybe an autumn sale, spring sale. It doesn't matter. There is always. It's like DFS. It'll never stop.
But that's good though. I mean, that's it's wonderful. I mean, I still class myself as a core console gamer, even though I've got a gaming PC, and I'm sat here talking about Steam sales on stream. But it just baffles me, like just that 50% off, 75% off. It's like usually you will get a discount on the PSN store, and you'll go, "Ooh, I like that game," and you click on it, and it's like, "Yeah, discounted now, so it's only £7 more than it costs you from any other normal retailer." And it's like, what the fuck? Massively discounted, and it's £7 more than I would get it on Amazon. Why don't I just get it from Amazon, get it delivered, get a fucking disc version of it or whatever, and keep it? Jobs are good. It's like DFS. My desk now has water all over it. Cheers, babe. I don't.
It comes there knocking it over, mate.
But yeah, bargains galore. If you want to get yourself some PC games, get yourself onto Steam. The summer sale is now on. Grab yourself some cheap games. Nice. But that wraps things up for us. Thank you, everyone, for being here. Appreciate you being in the chat for the show. This has been the first scoop of the week. We still have 4 more, Tuesday through Friday, naturally, 10 a.m. Just 10 a.m.-ish each and every single weekday. We do go live. Are you golfing today, babe?
I am, but not until about past 3, half 3. I'm finding out if I actually have someone to play against today, because I'm part of the reserves. Usually, right, short story, usually they play on a Tuesday, which is obviously our long day, so I don't get to play in the competitions, but they moved it to today because of England tomorrow. So I'm going to go up and have a game with whoever it is that I'm playing against, the other golf club. But I don't know if I've actually got a reserve spot yet, so I'm trying to find that out. Long story short, I am available this afternoon. I don't know what to play, but I have got some worky bits to do in between then as well.
Sweet. Well, I need to check my work stuff as well. So long story short, we could be back on with some streamage, although I do have a call at 3, so it won't be the longest stream today. We'll both be off by half 2, 2:45 at the latest anyway, so it'll only be a couple of hours, an hour and a half-ish. You know what the score is with a Monday. So we do stream at 10 a.m. each and every single weekday. We often stream in the afternoons apart from Tuesday. So if you are new here, feel free to hit the follow button. You do get notified when we go live. Obviously, you can count on the 10 a.m.-ish. But the afternoons, you just get the notifications. It helps us all. Nice. Anyway, before all of that, Mr. Cat Fondler, not in that sort of way, just in a normal, healthy, fondling sort of way.
Audio listeners, I've never fingered a cat in my life. I'm stroking mine.
He's stroking his pussy. Oh, no, let's not say that. Let's leave it alone. Babe, is there anything else you'd like to add?
Yes, first of all, is our 400th. We need to get an asset made for this. It's our 400th episode of The Scoop this Friday.
Ooh.
This Friday, Graham, 400 episodes of The Scoop would have been recorded. That is an unbelievable feat. I would like to see who else is making as much video game content as we do. Because
400 episodes!
We've got to be in at least one of the forerunners. Definitely no beyond. We're definitely not beyond. But I think we're definitely up there for the UK's #1 video game podcast.
Even if we do say so ourselves.
We do say so ourselves. But if you do want to help shape our 400th show or any other show before or after that, there is 2 ways that you can do that. First of all, find us on social media. It's at Ice Cream Uploads across all major social media platforms. Or get involved with our Discord like Lake did with the first news story of the day about hackers getting involved with your free games.
Cheers,
Only
Lake.
from you is the URL. Plus your thoughts and impressions. Stick that into our Discord. We will then give you our thoughts and impressions on the very next show, which will be at what time tomorrow, Mr. Graham Day?
Well, Mr. Bibb, that will be at 10 a.m.
That's 12.
Exclamation mark voice mod in the
Wait,
chat
wait.
if you want to get yourself a voice changing bit of software. Nice. And we get a couple of quid off it as well. Just saying, you know, hashtag ad, hashtag spawn, hashtag voice mod for life. Yo, baby. Anyway, that's it. Thank you. Appreciate you being here. We will be back at 10 a.m. ish tomorrow. Potentially this afternoon with some gameplay stuff. So if you want to see some games, if you're not doing anything, it's Monday. Do you know what? It's kind of that awkward, nice but not nice weather. Don't bother going out. Just grab yourself. Do you know what? Treat yourself to a nice coffee. If you've got Uber Eats or Deliveroo, get yourself some donuts or something ordered in. Just because Bibby can't do it.
Why are you fucking rubbing it in?
And yeah, just join us this afternoon for some gameplay. Where do you know? I'm going to order myself a few donuts. Why not? Get some dunking on the.
I'm not joining. This. I don't need this kind of negativity on a Monday.
I don't know what you mean.
But yes, appreciate you. Thank you. Have a good day. Hopefully, we'll see you in a bit for some games. If not, we'll see you tomorrow at 10 a.m. Until then, have a good day and stay
Stay frosty.
frosty.